Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. In the previous video we have discussed the importance of visualization and how you can place your order of desire to the universe, and in this video we are going to discuss what are we going to do after that. So, drawing parallels to a typical online shopping experience, once you browse through the online catalog and you place the order, what are you going to do after that? You're going to wait for it. And unless you're a bit paranoid, you are not going to constantly be checking the tracking of the order and constantly call the seller and try to confirm till where the product has reached, when it's going to come. I mean, you might probably check it once or twice, but then you'll be pretty satisfied that you shall receive the product in case it's a good reputed website from which you're trying to buy. So you have that level of trust in a website, so you have got to develop that level of trust for universe as well. And that's where again many people make a mistake trying to understand how the universe operates, is that they try really hard, they get paranoid, they get nervous, they get desperate, and they're constantly looking around for signs to confirm the feeling that their desire is coming towards them. And this desperation often leads to the desire getting away from us. It's like creating blockages in the way of universe. So in this video we're going to learn how to deal with such desperations, and how to ensure that we do not stand in between our desire and the universe, and ensure that we step back and allow the universe to do its work so that we get our manifestation done. So once you have completed your visualization process, once you have put up your vision board, you have scripted or done whatever technique which suits the best for you, it comes to the difficult part where you have to wait for the desire to manifest. And yes, it's true that universe doesn't demand for time for any desire. It's like you trying to manifest a toffee is equivalent to you trying to manifest $1 billion of money for universe, because it doesn't actually understand the physical comparisons between a small desire and a big desire. For universe, everything is just energy. So, but what actually makes the difference, because I have noticed it in my own experiences, and I'm sure you must have noticed it as well, is that when you try to attract something small, I mean, which is in your opinion is a small thing, it comes to you pretty quickly. Maybe a small piece of a certain kind of delicacy or a food which you wanted to have, which you find is a very small desire, it might come to you very quickly. But what about a major desire? For example, you've tried to dream and you want a desire of a new house, and definitely economically, financially and physically, a house is a lot bigger object than a cup of coffee maybe. So you might have experienced a difficulty while trying to manifest a bigger object. So how to deal with this, and this time lag also, which sort of is present when you are having this comparisons or physical limitations, saying that one object is a smaller one and the other object is a more bigger and a difficult one to manifest. And that's where you might also experience this time lag, that a smaller and an easier object comes to you quickly when compared to a bigger object or a more expensive object. So, and again, we have read it in all the books, and even the theory says that universe technically doesn't want that, but then where is this difference coming from? I mean, quite simple, it's coming from your mind only. When you are trying to give a signal out to the universe that a certain object is easier, it's inexpensive, it is widely available. Again, for example, a piece of a cake or maybe a cup of coffee. So that's when you know that it's a very simple object, it's a very inexpensive object, or it's an inexpensive or a easier desire that's when you know in your heart that it's something which I can get easily because it's not a big deal. And the same exactly happens oppositely in case of more expensive or a bigger desire, is when you're trying to manifest house. When you say that, okay, trying to get a house in metropolitan is a very difficult task, the rents are going to be high, or maybe you would not like the design of the house, so you're trying to imagine that it's a difficult object and it's an expensive desire, so maybe the universe will find it difficult to manifest. It's not that easy, and that is a limiting belief. While when you think that a certain object is difficult for you to come, a certain desire is difficult to get manifested just because of its size, maybe physically or financially, or in terms of its availability, if you feel it's more difficult to get it, it's a limiting belief you have that it will be difficult for the universe also to manifest it for you. And you might have not realized it in a conscious way. You may be knowing that universe doesn't actually have those limitations or differentiation, but your subconscious still has got that in your mind, and it feels that a bigger and a more expensive desire is difficult to come by. So how to deal with this limiting belief so that your subconscious mind allows the universe to get you an object which is easier to manifest, and to ensure that a more expensive object or a difficult object can also come to you as easily as a comparatively more inexpensive or a easier desire to manifest. So the only way you could do that is to detach yourself. And when I say detachment, I know some people might take it to, maybe Buddhist teachings, which are no offense, but I feel it has been terribly misunderstood that Buddhist teachings or many religious teachings teach you to get detached from your desires and all, which is not true, but we'll not discuss about that right now. But when I say detachment in this context, I mean that you are going to consider your difficult or expensive or rare desire as equally as simply, or if I can use the word carelessly, maybe if that works, as carelessly as you consider a cup of coffee. That is, when, if I have to take an example, if you are trying to manifest, again, a house, which in a mass's opinion is definitely a more expensive and a difficult to come by desire, you try to connect the energies of attracting that desire with a simpler and a more relaxed manner as you are trying to manifest a cup of coffee. And when I say such energy differences, what I mean by here is you are not going to be desperate about it. You will be like, yeah, it's going to come, it's a house, not a big deal, it will come very easily. I deserve a house, and the universe knows that what kind of house I want, and houses are pretty common nowadays. I'm going to get it, so I need not worry about it. Let me shift my attention to something else. So when you develop this habit subconsciously throughout your entire day, you are not going to think about your desire in a desperate manner. Of course, it will stay in your mind. It is important that your desire is still burning in your heart, and you are constantly visualizing it, but you're going to visualize it as though you know it's going to come. It's like, for example, the registration of the house is done, and you're just waiting for the packers to come by and take your furniture. What kind of mindset you will be in? You'll be in a very relaxed manner. You know the house is yours, and you're pretty happy about it, and you're just waiting for the external circumstances to slightly tweak themselves so that you'll shift into your desired house easily. So You should be in such mindset for every desire, so that that desperation slowly leaves your heart. And when I say desperation, people might not even realize that they are desperate. And common signs of being desperate for your desire is nervousness and anxiety for your desire. You are constantly doubting the universe in case you are desperate. You are trying to like understand, and you're trying to rework if you have done any mistake in your visualization, and you're doubting yourself, thinking that did I do the visualization right or not, why isn't it happening yet, why cannot I see signs of my desire getting manifested. You're constantly looking for it, and as the days pass by, or the time passes by, you get more and more suspicious, you get more and more worried, and all these signs are pointing towards a mentality of you that you are getting really desperate for your desire. So that is something which most of us don't realize, because we are programmed into this three-dimensional world of a very physical kind of understanding of how the laws of universe work. We feel that every action has a reaction, and for a certain kind of event to trigger, you must have a triggering point, and all such thoughts which are true, but they are misunderstood. We will be talking about those in the future videos, but for now we just need to understand that it's not that complicated the way we have understood the law of attraction, or the way fortune or luck works. So we just need to let go. I mean, that's a very popular word in the law of attraction, where they say that you first let go of the desire so that you get it easily. And again, what they mean by that is you let go of the desperation, but not the want of the desire in itself. And another popular phrase in this concept is you need to take the desire off the pedestal. And what they mean is you strip away its importance. And it again boils down to the concept of where you're trying to attract an expensive desire. And when I say expensive, I'm just using it for the sake of taking an example. Whatever you desire, you consider as big and difficult to come by. That's what I mean by this. And when you compare it with a desire which you can easily achieve. So naturally, the desire which is big is going to be put up on a pedestal. So when I say you put it on a pedestal, you give it a lot of importance. Obviously, that might be, of course, it might be a very important desire also in your life. It could be a career which you are trying to attract, or a particular job. It could be you're trying to moving to a different place, a house, a car, whatever. When obviously the bigger desire, it's going to have a huge impact on our life decisions and the way life is going to go. So it will naturally be put up on a pedestal. So how are you going to bring it down so that it no longer stays that important, and it no longer demands desperation for it to happen? And the simple and the most easiest way to do that is to just imagine, just believe in the fact that you deserve everything good. And you just need to have a mindset that universe is like listening to you constantly, and it knows what you want, and universe, most importantly, is waiting to help you. And when you develop this mindset, you will no longer be desperate. It's like for example, you know that when you've asked for something when you were a kid to your parents, and your parents, being your parents, who could never say no to you, and for example, your dad said that, okay, I'll get what you want when I come back in the evening. For example, you've asked for a PlayStation or something like that, and your parents said that, okay, I will get it. Will you stay desperate? No, you're just going to prepare yourself to get so that you will enjoy your desire. You will probably make space on your system like to ensure that your new PlayStation can be installed, and you'll probably call up your friends so that they can come by the evening and play with you and stuff like that. Your attention will not go whether dad will bring it or not, because you believe in your dad. And that's the same kind of feeling and the same kind of energy levels which we must attach to the universe also. The universe is like your parents who, like the rich dad, like ultra rich dad. The universe is your ultra rich dad, and he, if I have to give a gender, he will get whatever you want, and he's like waiting for you to ask for a desire. And the moment you visualize, you know that you've asked for it, and the only thing which you must do is to ensure that you are ready for the desire to manifest. And that's where the concept of action comes into place, where you are, through your physical actions, trying to say to the universe that, dude, I completely believe in you, and I know that you'll get the desire to me, and I'm just preparing myself so that when the desire comes to me, when it gets manifested, I'll be able to enjoy it to the fullest. So that is the concept for the next video, where we will discuss about how to ensure that we tune our everyday actions into a more aligned manner towards your desire. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you find that the way I preach law of attraction works best for you, if you understand it better. And see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, and keep your vibrations up.